So good morning everyone and welcome to the channel. On today's video, as the title says, we're going to be fitting the heated grips to the T120 Bonneville. Now I wanted to fit genuine ones, and while I was looking around on the interweb for a video on how to fit these, I could only come across one or two that were very poorly made and the instructions weren't great. So I thought I'd make a video just for you guys out there that might have a Triumph Bonneville, whether it be a T120, a Speed Twin, or any of the Bonneville range. Just go through the step-by-step process so that you know how to fit these. Now I bought these from Triumph Direct. These are the genuine heated grips, so let's just have a look what's in the box. I will say, depending on what model you have, some of the bikes are pre-wired, meaning they have the wires going all the way up into the handlebars. Some of them are not. I think the Speed Twin wasn't, but you need to check and make sure you order the right model of grips from Triumph. Now if you're not inclined to fit them yourself, then probably get your local Triumph dealer to fit them. But I wanted this video to be informative as possible so that you have a good example of how to fit these. Okay, let's open them up. So initially when I opened the box, my first thought was, okay, have they forgot to put the wiring loom in? There's a little paper in there with a couple of screws. That's it. It's not instructions how to fit these. They don't come with instructions. I have put the instructions in the link below so you can download those and have a look, but they are specific to the Bonneville T120. But if you look online, I'm sure you can find them for the Speed Twin and various different models. So yeah, I was concerned that there wasn't a wiring loom, and then I found out that the wiring loom on the Bonneville T120 is already in. The only thing you get, like I say, is a couple of screws, and then you get one and two, and obviously you get the switch that goes on to the heated grip just there, as you can see, and you just press that. And there's two settings on this heated grip for this bike, and also that they actually put a light on the dash or a marker on the dash so you can see what setting it's on as well on the dash, which is quite good. So I don't know why they don't put them on from standard. You have to pay for every accessory these days. If they've took the time to put the wiring in, then why not just add heated grips, you know? Inside of the heated grips, I'm not sure if you can see that, we've got the wiring that runs inside the handlebars and then plugs in. So it should be a pretty straightforward job. Like I say, instructions in the link below. Now one last thing, to fit the grips you're going to need some tools. You're going to need a Phillips screwdriver and you're going to need an assortment of torque bits. I'm not sure what size they are, but I've got a good assortment of all bits just here. This was from Halfords, this was about £10. Other than that, I might need a socket set just there. So just basic tools, but definitely you need a set of torque bits, and those are the tools that you'll need. So yeah, all that's needed now is, hopefully it's not raining outside so that we can go out there, and I'll put the camera on and I'll try and be as in-depth as I can going through this process with you. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned, we'll be right back. Okay, so first what we need to do, we need to get rid of these bar end mirrors, so we'll take those off first. Then we need to get a torque bit, I think it's a T20, and then we're going to undo the left switch control panel. Two screws, one at the top, one at the bottom. We're just going to pull the front cover off, and you can see here we've got an actual socket that the plug from the heated grip fits into. So the actual bike's already wired for heated grips. I'm just trying to pull the original grip off, it's not coming off. I tried to jiggle it with a screwdriver and it's still not coming off. So I'm just going to prise it up with a screwdriver and squirt some silicone compound underneath it, and then hopefully I can just pull this off just now. And as you can see, it just comes off nice and steady and easily, and I'll just wipe the excess silicone off Now the good thing is the new heated grips actually screw on to the bars, so they're not going to move. What I'm doing here is I'm just actually feeding the wire up through the gap and inside the bars. Just make sure you don't crimp the wire anywhere, make sure it feeds in nice and gently. And then I'm just going to pry the connector out. I'm having to just undo the clamp here on the whole switch panel so that I can get to the wire to get it out and then plug it in to the other end. Now once I've done that, I need to screw everything back up. Starting with the switch gear, and then I'm just going to put the 2 screws in that's supplied with the heated grips into the bars, one either side, and that just fixes the grip in place so it doesn't move. And then I'm going to take the switch, and there's 2 small screws that are supplied. I'm just going to screw those in nice and tight, not over tight, and then I'm going to replace the switch gear and just screw the 2 screws back into the back to fix that into position. And then once that's done, I'm just going to hop on the bike and then just tighten the actual lever section down, and then after that I just need to put the bar end mirror back on. So that was nice and quick, very easy. Let's go on to the right hand side. As you can see here, we've got the switches built into the heated grip, nice and neat. On the other side we're going to remove the mirror. Again, we're going to just dismantle the switch panel, a couple of screws, one at the back, and then you've got a screw underneath on this one. Pretty easy to get to. And then we'll just separate the switch panel, and again you've got a socket. So we've just slid off the normal grip. This comes off pretty easy. And then we'll slide the heated grip on, make sure that the wire goes through the center hole and then down inside the bars, and then we're just undoing the throttle position so that we can get to the socket, and we'll just plug that in like so. And then all we need to do now is tighten everything back up, make sure that the new heated grip and throttle is located. There's a little pin that it locates into so that you've got the twist on the throttle action, and then we'll just literally connect this back up and pop the 2 screws back in, the one underneath first and then the one on the back. Once the one on the back's completely screwed up, all we need to do now is set the brake lever to a position that I want it, and then just tighten up the whole lever on the handlebars. And then the last thing, we're going to put the bar end mirror back on. Just make sure that the throttle moves nice and freely and it's not stuck, and then just fasten everything down nice and tight in the position that you want. And then that pretty much wraps up fitting the heated grips on both sides. So now we're just going to turn the ignition on, and then we're going to have a look as we press the heated button switch. We can go to high, off or low setting. So there's 2 settings, high and low. These work very well, and then you can switch it off. Obviously when the ignition's off, the heated grips are off. And that concludes this video. Hope you've liked it. Don't forget to subscribe. Now, whether you're riding a classic motorcycle like this or an adventure bike or sport bike, one thing you do need, and have I got a offer for you today, guys. The Aochi C3 CarPlay unit. On here you've got Apple CarPlay, you've got Google Maps, I can even have Waze. Today's offer, 22% off these units, guys. I've been using these for about a year. I'll put the price on screen for the C3, and then on the C6 Pro has front and rear camera system, also tire pressure monitor system. Link in the description. Go and get yourself one of these units. This unit with the quick release mount on the back. But yeah, pick yourself up a bargain today, guys. If you're doing any touring, or just want to use it as a sat-nav, Google Maps, Waze, all those type of things, go and pick yourself one up now. 22% off. What a bargain.